There we go. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Good Faith Show. I'm your host, Andre, and The Good Faith Show is only exclusively on the ATP Network. You can catch the ATP Network on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Rumble, um, Kick. Like, we everywhere, except for Rockfin at the moment, but that's all right. Hopefully, Rockfin will add us eventually. But anyway, before I get to, I want to talk about the usual, the shameless plugs. Like the video if you just not watching this and you want to see my pretty ass face. Yeah, I'm all cleaned up. Somebody said I look like a grizzly bear with all the hair on my face, but I need to be more professional for the camera. So yeah, if you want to see me and leave, that's fine. But like the video and also subscribe to the channel, man. Like, we growing significantly on YouTube. The algorithm is trying to push us down, the per usual. And speaking of YouTube, I got to talk about their new guidelines, which is kind of concerning for small creators. But anyway, like the video, um, on the bottom of your screen, um, follow the official ATP Network Twitter account. I handle this at ATP Network 7. And also, we got a merch store, man. So if you like and support Ty Peasant, a lot of you guys love her. Y'all helping her grow on Twitter. Like, by you guys helping her grow, she's able to speak her truth. But one thing about Ty Liz, though, I give her this. Like, she's very authentic. Like, when you talk to her and you listen to her, she don't want to be a clout chaser. Like, she don't want to sound like nobody else. She want to do her own thing, which is working for her. So, um, but yeah, go to the ATP Network merch store. We got hats, hoodies, shirts. Like, we got a whole lot of stuff for you to shop. The prices are reasonable, and we still make a profit. And especially support Mike Left Independent. His shirt, the Caligula drum shirt, buy that or buy the Thai Peasant logo with her logo on it, her shirt, or buy the ATP Network logo with Voice of the Voiceless on the back. Like, we got a lot of stuff for you, y'all. And also, I'm gonna be adding new things every week. So yeah, man, there's plenty of things to choose from. And also too, go to GazaFunds.com. Help out the Palestinians in need. It's nothing to question Gaza funds for. I mean, like, they will even tell you, like, all of the fundraisers are verified. So I understand people have questions about stuff like that, and I get it. You want your money to go to the right place, but again, it's like, um, I mean, like, I mean, like, like, people, question things, which ain't nothing wrong with it. So that's why they made this website. So go to GazaFunds.com, help out the Palestinians in need. So yeah, man. I got a good bit of things to talk about, man. That damn Stephen A. Snitch boy. A lot of people are not happy with Stephen A. Smith, rightfully so, because he sounds like an asshole, which he is. Stephen A. Smith is an asshole. I would say that he is. He's an asshole. He's stuck up. He's arrogant. He's Stephen A. Smith is what's wrong with society as a whole. Not just Stephen A. Smith. I mean, Donald Trump like that, Elon Musk like that. Like, these rich ass people, like, they get a whole lot of money and they think they're God or some shit. I don't know. Then we gotta talk about Trump's threat to Russia. Like, I'm pretty sure Putin is so scared. Like, Putin shaking his boots about Trump's threat to Russia if they don't end the war. And then I forgot to talk about this. Like, this strike ended a week ago, and I didn't even know it. Like, damn. And I'm online. Like, it shows you just so much stuff going. You got the Epstein files. You got Israel. Like, they try to provoke Iran again, and now the strike is over. But it seemed like to me that the strike in Philadelphia, boy, like, it seemed like it wasn't worth nothing. So, and also too, I got a couple other things. Oh yeah, YouTube changed their monetization guidelines. Like, we on the verge of being monetized, and then like, like, yeah, man, like, a lot of people say that this is a good thing that YouTube's doing this, and a lot of people are just worried because YouTube does a lot of shit on the fly. Like, they do shit and don't really tell us. Like, to be honest with you, man, I just want to keep it 100. Like, YouTube ain't studying small country creators. You know, the only people they studying is the people that makes them the most money. Like, if you got I said if you got over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, you're that money maker. But anything under that, like 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 they don't like you. So yeah. But anyway, if you're just not getting in, like the video. It's free, don't cost you nothing, man. Like, hey, on the free 99, man, I'm giving you all this content on the free 99. Like, it could like I'm sacrificing here. So the best thing you can owe me is a like. So yeah, man, I'm finna play this clip, man. Like this saying stuff like this is heartbreaking, man. Like, um, you know, even though yeah, the Republicans push for this big beautiful bill to happen, which will fuck over a whole lot of people. Actually, 17 million people on Medicaid, for example. But just seeing like these people actually trying to get accountability and they're not doing it is just sad. But let me play this video, right, right quick.
With you, it's bullshit. So I'm just super disappointed. We went in to see Senator Ernst. I'm sorry that they would not meet with you. It's bullshit. So I'm just super disappointed. We went in to see Senator Ernst. Hi, I'm Nancy, and this is my son Charlie, and we were wondering if Senator Ernst was available to meet with us today. The senator has a pretty full schedule. We've been emailing her, and we haven't heard back from her. And so we're in DC today and tomorrow, and we would love to be able to meet with her to talk about.
They shouldn't kick the cameraman out. Oh, sorry.
Most recent comments.
Sorry about that, guys. They shouldn't kick out the camera person. Like you have the right to film in a congressional office. I mean, it's public. Capitol Hill. Like these are supposed to be public servants. Like they are running on our tax dollars, so you should be able to film. Like that's bullshit. But let me get back to it. And that's Senator Journey Ernst. Boy. Like all these conservative women look the same, like Nancy Macy's of the world. Like they just look all fucking. They look witchy. Like they just a bunch of witches. They look like a whole bunch of fucking witches and shit. Like But
people are not. Well, we all are going to die.
Saying some shit like that, man. Man, like these people. I mean, I'm just really repeating myself, but these people really don't give a shit about you. Like the people in the audience said, people are gonna die because you are a witch ass. Gotta watch what I say. A witch ass cook. And you say, oh, we all gonna die. Oh, we all like this is the same people that said this stuff when the pandemic first started. Eventually we all gonna die. I mean, you ain't gotta mask up. You ain't gotta you ain't gotta take the right precautions. Like these the same people. So,
We just would really like to be able to have the senator put a face with this big beautiful bill and how it's not so big and beautiful for kids like Charlie, so that she understands that kids like Charlie are going to be negatively impacted.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Oh, that's that witch right there. She just walks by. Oh, she's so busy. Oh, she has a busy schedule. Even one of her secretaries, they lied to this woman in their child's face. And then she go walking by. Like these people don't do shit, bro. They get their little measly 6-figure salary. Then they get the donor money. Then they hang out with their counterparts, even though they supposed to pretend like they hate the Democrats. Which, like, Democrats and Republicans love each other. That's why they defend each other over the Epstein files, because God forbid if those files ever come out, like, man, oh boy. But yeah, like she just gutted Charlie's Medicaid and just walking by like nothing happened. Like oh boy. Like my thing is, where the guillotines at, man? Like we need some guillotines, boy. Woo!
It's okay. You don't have to cry. I know. It's okay. It's just he's a person, right? And he shouldn't be cut. So again, we show up and there's just a bunch of lip service.
So yeah, man, that's so sad. The little boy, Charlie, crying, cause he don't know what his future gonna be, man. Like clearly he's disabled. I mean, you know, I mean Medicaid, Medicaid in particular is keeping him alive, and Joni Ernst, she probably talking to a donor or whatnot. Probably that was a donor or whatnot. Lobbyists. They be all over Capitol Hill like vultures, man. Joni Ernst don't work for Charlie. He don't work for his mama. She works for big you know, she works for whatever the fuck. I need to go to fucking Public Secrets. Public Secrets? Damn, I forgot that what the website, but Open Secrets. You go to Open Secrets and see what she get her money from. Most likely the health insurance lobby. Let's just keep it 100. I'm gonna say about that. Then I'm gonna move on. Fuck Joni Ernst, whatever her fucking name is, that witch ass bastard. I just, man, like, yeah, man, I just at this point, man, like, nice is not the option no more. These people need to be on the guillotine. Like, these people are just diabolically evil. And I ain't just talking about Republicans. I'm talking about Democrats too, because they don't give a shit either. One thing that Democrats do, they perform. They do a lot more performances. Like, oh, we actually care. They don't. So yeah, man. All right, y'all. Let me get to these stories, man. Like, I'm getting emotional thinking about Charlie's future. Like they don't know what's gonna happen now. Oh boy. But all right, on to the next story. All right, guys. So, what I first want to talk about is Stephen A. Snitch, aka Stephen A. Smith, man. Like, oh boy, boy, boy. I mean, like, damn. Like, Stephen A. Smith, man. Like, he portrays himself as a centrist. But just like how a lot of people play in these political streets, like Stephen A. Smith playing the game. He knows he knows what to say and what to not say. Like like this Epstein list, man. Like his comments were bad. Like they were horrible. Like he shouldn't have said that. Like Stephen A. Smith, he's not getting the point of the Jeffrey Epstein files. Like he's not understanding it. But without further ado, let's play this asshole's take on this. And one more thing too. Like Stephen A. Smith needs to just stick to sports, man. Just like because you could talk a little bit. Anybody could talk, but at the end of the day, man, like I could talk about politics, but that's like me talking about pop culture. Like I'm not a pop culture person. Like Stephen A. Smith is not a politics person. You know, he more of a sports guy, and a lot of his sports takes ain't all that great. Some of them are okay, but some of them ain't. So, but yeah, man, I just had to say that too. So let me play this.
Files, and Trump bought into it, and not that he believed or didn't believe, but he went after that issue, and he surrounded himself with people who trafficked in this. And I don't believe it's going away, but you and I disagree about why it's not going away. You say it's not going away because there is a list.
Okay. I believe it's a list. I don't know, but neither do you. And that's where I'm going with this.
It is a list, Stephen A. If it's not a list, then why are they hiding it so hard? Like obviously, like the way they've been talking about it, Trump want his MAGA base to be deprogrammed to think about the list, telling like stop talking about the Epstein list. Like he deleted that post with True Social, by the way. Like come on, man. Like we all know it's a list, bro. Like and one more thing too. Like I'm gonna bring the Democrats in this too. Like if the Democrats actually like the same Democrats are also too that voted for the list to come out. The only reason why they did that, by the way, is because they knew that it wasn't gonna, like they knew the Republicans had the majority to not release the file. So, you could do a performative, political theater is the, agenda, with these motherfuckers, man. Like, oh, we know it ain't gonna pass, but we can pretend like, we actually care when some of our asses on that list too. So let me get back to this.
I understand first of all, that you know more than me. Hell, I lean on you for half my knowledge, for crying out loud. So let me not sit up here in front and act like I go in a different direction. I got love and respect for you, my brother. But I think that, over the course of watching folks do business, there's this inclination and there's this desire to say, conspiracy theory. Let's stop the nonsense. I'm a more practical brother, my man Chris Cuomo. I'm a more practical brother in this sense. You can't tell me that a sex trafficker, somebody that purportedly engaged in the kind of insidious behavior that this man didn't prepare himself in some way for his comeuppance, per se, one day. And that if that day arrived, he wouldn't be in a position to say, if I go down, there's a whole lot of people that's going down with me.
So what? You're basically saying that somebody unalived him? Like that's the assumption you going there, Stephen A. Like that's a lot of our presumption. Like killing, like they said he killed himself. I don't know about that. And then the redacted, the omitted tape footage we got, which no audio come with it. Just it shows 11:58, then it skips to 12 o'clock. Like that don't make any sense. And then you got Pam Bundy, the same woman that said, "Oh, I have the Epstein files on my desk." Then all of a sudden she said, "What Epstein file, bro? What files? Ain't no file, bro. It's made up, bro." Like these people are just full of shit. Like all these people just won't willing to do anything to cling the power. Like Pam Bundy don't want to lose her position. Like, come on, you think she'll go against her God King Trump? So, oh God, let me continue, man.
I'm not saying that's the truth. That would be irresponsible for me to say. But I also think it's crazy, not irresponsible, but crazy for you or somebody else to say, nonsense. There's no way that happened. We don't know that. I mean, think about the people we've seen Epstein with now. Think about the people we know that he's known. Think about the connections that he has had. Think about some of the proclivities we have learned, black, white, and everything in between, in terms of perverted men having and what have you, in terms of how they engage, the kind of behavior that they engage in. And I'm supposed to sit back here with a straight face and say, absolutely, positively not. There's no way that happened. Nah, Chris Cuomo, you can do that. I'm not doing that. I got an eyebrow raised, and I'm saying to myself, that combined with the 47th president of the United States, that is known for making sure that he does favors for those who skillfully and adroitly ingratiate themselves with him. It could be January 6th insurrectionists. It could be elected officials. It could be business folks. It could be anything. If you tell this man you love him enough, and then you need a favor, you can't rule out the possibility that he might look out for you. I'm not saying he did anything. I'm saying I'm
not. Oh boy. So yeah, he basically saying like, yeah, maybe Trump put a hit on him. I can't say that, because my credibility, but like anything possible, Stephen A. Duh. Yes, anything possible. Like it just. Like all the events that led to him being all of a sudden dead. Like even back in 2019, like I wasn't into all of this at the time. Different era for me, man. I think really before 2020 was like the best couple of years of my life. But I might talk about that story on Tea Time or some one day. But anyway, like yeah, man, like yeah, it's just a lot of fishy shit, man. It's just a lot of fishy shit. So yeah.
ruling out the possibility that Trump did favors, that said, you know what, let it go. I'm not ruling that out.
All right.
No, I'm not.
So I'm not saying you have to rule it out, but you can't just rule it in because it sounds like New Jack City. I remember what Nino Brown said. I remember I saw Nino Brown, but it was a movie for a reason. So here is my suspicion coming the opposite direction, which is Biden and his team had access to this stuff. Trump and his team had access to this stuff. So I believe that we do not have a great institutional history of secret keeping, okay? And if there was bad stuff in there about Donald Trump, it would have come out, okay? And he would have never put these people around him. He would have never given them jobs, people who were in the pro exposure stuff. Yes, sir.
I'm not saying in any way, I'm not making any kind of implication towards the president himself. I'm
I
saying
understand.
there's some names. I believe there may be some names on a list.
I believe you, and I
you
agree.
also got to remember, we also lament what's. Okay. I'm just saying you see names on both sides of the aisle of people
Yes.
with money and influence or whatever.
Yes.
They're helping both sides. They're helping
Yes,
both sides. So it's in everybody's.
Yeah, duh. Like you saying things that are just dull points. Like, yeah, yeah, it's best of both interests, both sides, to not for these files not to come out though. I mean, like, God forbid, man, it might be your favorite motherfucking celebrity, might be your favorite politicians. There's some of these people worship these politicians, like, Trump himself most likely, because he's, boy, Trump, man, like, Trump did not expect MAGA to come at him like the way they are, and they not even like just smearing him. They just saying like, we want the truth, sir. We still praise you, we still love you, but you promised, man, like, we need to find out who the pedals are, and but yeah, but let me continue.
Best interest to look out for those names. That's what I'm
But
implying.
you have these flamethrowers who would love to take those people down, first of all, and they haven't. And I will caution people. We just finished a trial where, when it began, we expected a cavalcade of celebrities that were all involved in one of the oiliest, orgiastic things we've ever heard of before. And at the end of it, Diddy was all alone. And that is with federal prosecutors who had such a hard-on to get him that they had gone to such great lengths, but they couldn't loop in one other celebrity.
They didn't have the evidence.
So maybe on
That's
the
right.
Epstein
They didn't have-
side,
well, first of all,
we're
they
in a
probably didn't-
similar situation.
They probably didn't have the evidence against Diddy. Certainly not to convict him of sex trafficking and racketeering. They were a bit overzealous, to say the least. And the Southern District of New York ended up with egg on their face in a very pronounced and conspicuous way. Jumps out in my mind. Because I'm with you in this regard. We can't rule it out, but we can't definitively say it existed either, because we don't know. And because we don't know, it's irresponsible to say there must be a list, there must be a list. You can say what you believe. You can say what you're suspicious of.
Yeah, a lot of people on my left said it's not no actual list. It's just flight logs and and shit like that, which is true. That makes more sense, because why would to me, um, I mean, a list. I think that's what they mean about a list. I don't think they mean a list like, hey, Trump hanged out with Epstein. Biden hanged out with Epstein. Netanyahu hang out with Epstein. Bill Clinton, like, no. Um, yeah, like that does make it a good sense. But again, it's like, I'm trying to get to the part where, like, Stephen A. Smith said, the what Stephen A. went very heartless. Like he went from, like, speaking his opinion about it to being a heartless opinion about it. I'm trying to find that. But I'm gonna let it play a little bit longer. Um, I'm a little bit more organized today than I was the last episode, man. I was just tired as fuck. That's probably what it was.
But you can't sit up there and speak in definitive terms when you don't have that level of evidence. That's number two. Number three, here's the big thing for me. The far right is actually, they don't realize this. They're making Trump look better and better every day. Think about this. We've got...
Hold on, I'm gonna let him talk a little bit. Hold on.
The war with Ukraine and Russia. We've got the whole Israeli-Palestinian situation, Hamas, Hezbollah, even though that's been relatively crushed and what have you. We see all of this stuff going on. You got tariff wars. You've got, purportedly the imminent presence of inflation and all of this stuff, or recession. Everybody talks about these things, okay? You see what's going on with ICE. You see what's going on with our border issues and what have you. And Trump, no matter what you may think about him, if you are on the right, you could not ask for better than what he has done, because what he has done is what they have said they wanted and have been trying to get done for years. And
But yeah, I mean, typical Stephen A. Smith. Um, but yeah, Stephen, that's not making Trump look better because let's just keep it 100. Like, yeah, like all of that stuff you described was not good, bro. Like, Ukraine and Russia. Trump said he's going to end the war when he first day in office. Remember that, right? Inflation. He says he's going to tackle inflation. Inflation is stagnant or it's going up. I mean, we're in a trade war with countries that really unnecessarily don't have to be in a trade war in. Gaza, like Trump is continuing the Holocaust in Gaza, like genocide. Let's forget that, And I'm tired of people smearing Hamas too. Um, Hamas is actually wants a ceasefire, but Israel will be capping. Um, shit. What else? Fuck. It's just so much shit going on, man. It's just hard. It's hard to keep up. Like I understand, but yeah, but Trump promised also as well to release the Epstein files, like that he ran on, man. Like, you know, and like so basically, he's saying like they are calling him out for not releasing the Epstein files is making Trump look better instead of him making him look worse, which is don't make any sense. Like that, I'm saying, Stephen A. Smith's take on politics is garbage. It's trash in my eyes, man. Um, that's why I don't talk about his politics because I like, oh my god, like it's like the equivalent of my mama talking about politics. Like my mama, she knows stuff, but she's not in depth in it. Like you can tell. But yeah, they would continue, man.
And even they admit that he's doing their bidding, yet they're in an uproar because the Department of Justice said there's no client list and the Epstein files case is closed. Really? I mean, I'm wondering what. I mean, I got to talk to Steve Bannon. I got to talk to him. I got to talk to some of these people. The Tucker Carlsons of the world and everybody going crazy over the Epstein client list? That's what you're concerned about? I mean, you've got such a hard on for the president that you are losing your mind with all the things. Again, if you are a member of the right, you're a centrist, you're a leftist, you can't be too happy with what he's doing. But on the right, you have the audacity to look at this man like he's I mean, I don't want to be facetious, but you're treating him like he's the Antichrist right now because of the Epstein list. That's what
He is. All of the Antichrist. What are you talking about? And they really, if you look at the way they treated Trump, they're not treating him like the Antichrist. They just upset that he's not keeping his promises. And you really think about the ICE thing, it's like they are now realizing, like, hey, wait a minute, a lot of these people ain't the violent criminals. You promised that you're going to deport only the violent criminals. Yeah, it's some people in his base that are like just hella racist, ignorant ass racists that don't want no black and brown people in this country. Like I get that, but that like the people that some people Hispanic that voted for him said, hey, like yeah, like I voted for him for the immigration issue, like, and it turns out some of them getting deported, but hey, FAAO, fuck around and find out, but yeah, man, like, see, yeah, like, bro, like, Stephen A. Like, I'm gonna explain why Stephen A. Smith is wrong. I'm gonna let it continue.
you're mad about. I do find myself a bit shocked by that. I'm like, damn, I expected folks on the right to have a lot better things to complain about than that. But they really, I mean, I don't even want to bring up his name, but you know who it was that was crying on his podcast, a few days ago because the Epstein list wasn't released. Really? Really?
Alex Jones. Talk about Alex Jones. Yeah, man. Like now, Alex Jones is saying like, it's a Democratic hoax. The Democrat is a deep state. They try to destroy Daddy Trump. Like, I just want to know why these people have power. Like, why they have so much influence. Like, but some tell me like some people just like being lied to. Like, like, bro, like both, like how did the Democrats make a list? Like allegedly the list got some of their names on it, but they're trying to hurt Trump by making it don't make any sense. But let me continue, man. Jesus.
That's what Bongino. I respect the hell out of Bongino. I really, really do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everything he said, but I have profound respect for him and his service to our country, being, you know, doing the things that he has done. But that's what you're reportedly contemplating resigning. You're the deputy director of the FBI. Really?
But you know
because
why?
He's embarrassed.
He wants to go,
because he thought there was a list that he was saying he was in.
I don't know that he ever thought that there was a list, but here is the answer, okay? This is the answer. See this?
Okay.
This is the answer, okay? They are upset about the Epstein list. They are obsessed with the Epstein list because it's how they get paid. It has generated gazillions of clicks. And they know that, and that's...
Man, I never thought I agree with Chris Cuomo on this. Like, yeah, like you talking about the MAGA sycophants, the the MAGA podcasters. Like, yeah, like that's what they've been talking about for the longest time. They talked about it during the Biden administration. I mean, when Biden was in office, like the Epstein list, Biden, Bill Clinton on there, and all that stuff. Like, yeah, that's why they do what they do. Why you think Alex Jones makes 500 million conspiracy theories? Because people want to hear. People want to be lied to. Like, yeah, like, oh God.
why they're trafficking.
Okay.
And if you look, there is a pattern.
And then Steven Spielberg like, oh, like he discovered a new toy or some shit. Like, oh my God. Yeah, Stephen A. Smith. This is not his avenue, man.
I didn't know.
The pod people. The pod people don't waste time on what doesn't pay the way mooks like I do on my show, where I talk about things that I know may not be that popular. That's not what these guys do.
Exactly.
And conspiracies get you paid. That's why they care.
Well, let's take let's take a page as brothers from other mothers, respectfully. Let's take a page and just educate a bunch of folks. All just like all money ain't good money, all clicks ain't good clicks. There's a lot that Chris Cuomo and Stephen A. Smith and others could do to get more clicks. But you know what? Your pride, your integrity, what you stand on, what you stand for matters. Represent yourself, represent your name, your family, whomever, who your employer, etc. It all comes with it. And so if that's the answer, and I didn't think about that.
But, let me have a side piece. Like, yeah, same with me. Like, I can make a whole lot of videos, man. I know so much shit y'all don't know about people, man. I can make videos talking about drama, talking about all kinds of stuff, that has no substance, has no value, and get a whole lot of clicks for it. But, the difference between me and these sycophant podcasters in these spaces is that I have morals, I have integrity. Like, I will tell you the truth to the best of my ability. And if I get something wrong, I will come back on here and say I'm wrong. Like I said with the Zoran Mundummy situation, even though I think he's not going to fulfill on his promises because he's in the swamp, as I will say. Like, if he does a couple of things that he promised on the campaign trail, hey, I give him credit, even though he's a dummy. Like, I'm not gonna sit here because he ran to the Democratic Party and he said some very controversial shit like Israel has the right to exist. Like people get that confused with the right to defend itself. He didn't say Israel has the right to defend itself. Now, as I know of, he said Israel has the right to exist, which don't make any sense. But hey, it's some people that's on my left that like what Zoran doing, like he won, but like and also too, I could be I could be a sycophant, say, hey, Trump is great, Trump is good, or I could say, oh, Kamala Harris would be a great, she would have won, Democrats are great. Like, I'm not going to do that shit. Like, I would get a lot more views, especially, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people call me a token Negro, rightfully so. Like, I'm not going to do that, man. I'm not going I don't do this for the money, bro. Like, see, like Chris Cuomo said, like, people do it for the money, man. Let's just keep it 100. Most of these people on here do this shit for the money. They don't care what they say, whatever is the hot topic, they'll jump on it, man. Like me, it be some boring shit. I don't care. I want to talk about it, and if you get 2 or 3 views, I don't care. You know, um, I ain't gonna lie and say I won't. I don't want nobody to watch our stuff. Like, that's a lie. I want to get an audience. I want to get a following. I want to get people from other political perspectives watching my stuff. But I understand, like I'm doing myself and other people a disservice by being dishonest. So yeah, I just had to say that, man. Jeez, but
Chris, to be quite honest with you. But if that's the answer, it's pretty damn sad. It's pretty damn sad that that's what it has come to, because I'm just looking at if you're a Republican, if you're the GOP, I mean, the big, beautiful bill was just passed. Even though the deficit is going to escalate
here we go.
from
Here we go.
3.3 trillion over 5 trillion, assuming you believe the Congressional Budget Office and all of this other stuff. I mean, with all of these things that's going on, with the 2017 tax cuts reserved, with so much stuff that's going on that the left didn't want to happen, that you on the right said you wanted to happen, with the borders being closed, supposedly that being handled, with migrants being escorted out of this country in droves, according to you, and what you wanted, you're in an uproar off the Epstein list. That's all you've got. It's really, really surprising that this matters. Of course, I think there's a list, but I don't know. I suspect, but I have no knowledge, nor do I care. It's Friday night. I'm getting ready to go out and enjoy myself. I'm getting ready to have a nice weekend. I can give a damn about the Epstein client list. It has no effect on me whatsoever. I have a life. I don't understand for the life of me why this matters so much to these. I'm talking about people losing it. They're crying on camera. They're talking about resignations. They're pissed off about everything. I'm like, really? With all that's going on in this country, with all the power that you possess because of the cash and the influence you have because of your connection to this administration, that's why you upset at Trump. I didn't blame Trump one bit for looking at them and saying, really? That really matters to you? That's really that important? Now, maybe he had a different reason for saying it, trying to be evasive or whatever. I don't know. But I do know this. In the grand scheme of things, it ain't going to affect the lives of over 2 to 300 million Americans. No. I think we'll be.
Now I'm gonna end it there, man. That's the part where a lot of people heard Stephen A. Smith said that heartless shit. He just said, like, see, this is what Stephen A. Smith is not understanding. It don't matter whether if there's a list or not. It's all about transparency, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people's lives have been ruined by Epstein and these other people on this list. You know that, right? Like, a lot of these people have been forcefully done things done to them. You know that, right, Stephen A? And you making it sound like I don't give a fuck. I got a life, man. I got that $100 million contract from ESPN or Disney or whatever. I'm in the city life. I'm having fun. I'm throwing drinks. Minding my own business. While people family lives are devastated and ruined because of this psycho named Jeffrey Epstein and potentially others on the list. And you saying that, yeah, I understand why people are pissed at you. And a lot of people even say, "Hey, ESPN should fire you." Now, I mean, that's a gray area right there, man. I don't think ESPN will fire him because, first of all, I heard, according to Jason Whitlock, one of the dudes that run Disney, that ESPN is part of Disney, he apparently he hung out with Epstein. So I don't know, I don't know whether he told Stephen A. Stephen A. Because he's scared of what his bosses think. He always asks his bosses, can he talk about certain things before he talk about it on air? But let me pull up these comments, because I think according to one of my boys, Ticket TV, said the comments from this is very like, wow, people gave him hell for this. Let me see. Um, um, yeah, hell yeah, I see the comments already. Let me share my screen, man. Like, wow, man, people not happy with what Stephen A. Smith said. Let me make it bigger because it's smaller right now. There we go. Somebody says, not surprised that Cuomo doesn't take sexual assault seriously. I know. Yeah, I saw him laughing when Stephen A. Smith was saying, I don't care. It's Friday night. I'm going out. I'm hanging out. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be laughing, bro. Like, what if that was your kid being in a sex ring on Epstein's Island? Like, your ass would be laughing then? Like, but, somebody said some of us consider the crime of hurting girls serious. Like, that's why people wanted the Epstein files to be released. It's not because of, for political gain. It's for transparency. Like, when it comes to kids, well, most of these people now that are still living that are victims of this are adults. Like, when you want transparency, like, let me see. Somebody said Stephen A. Smith doesn't care about the victims. That's what it sounded like to me. A career-ending speech. Like, yeah, people calling for his job, which I don't think he's going anywhere. Was Stephen A. Smith on the island? Damn, son. Oh, man. Both of them ignoring and believing the fact that child predators are on the list are still out there with the money and power and continue these activities with or without Epstein's alarming. I mean, I don't know about Chris Cuomo, but I think Stephen A. Smith is just ignorant. I think he just being ignorant in that moment. Um, I don't know if Stephen A. Smith was on the island. Maybe he was. I don't know. I mean, um, somebody said, Stephen A., what if it was your underage sister? Would it matter then? That's what I'm saying. See, when stuff don't happen to people, they don't care. Same with like the floods that's going on around the country. Like, people literally say, hey, that's happening over there. I'm glad it ain't happening where I'm at. Like, what kind of heartless motherfucker you are? But let me continue, man. These if this is the hill these two won't really die on, really. Let me read a few more. Man, it's a lot of comments. You know, let me see. Let me see. Stephen A. Smith, you can't be an effective representative. I'm sorry. Attorney General Pam Bundy said over 250 victims of sex crimes. And you said it doesn't matter to you. I'm disappointed at you. um, then I'll read the last one. Well, a couple of more, man. Uh, when did Chris go on the island? Look guilty as hell, damn. One question, Stephen A. Smith, do you have daughters? So, yeah, man, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Stephen A. Smith might come out with a video, because yeah, like, yeah, people ate this man alive, rightfully so. Like, why would you say something like that? If he didn't say that last part, I mean, like, it wouldn't be a big deal. But because he said that last part of it when he was on there with Chris Cuomo, like, yeah, people like, yeah, this guy is it's fucked up. It's fucked up what he said. So yeah, man. Stephen A. Man, like, people are calling for your job. Rightfully so. That's their right to call for your job. I'm neutral about it because I know that, like, if the guy that works with Stephen A. well, works over Stephen A. if he was, according to Jason Fatlock, was a part of the Epstein thing, then most likely he won't be fired. But who knows, man? So, all right, guys, on to the next story. All right, guys. So the next story I want to talk about is from Bloomberg. Oh, Taco Trump, man, he's back at with his tariff shit again. It says Trump threatens 100% Russia terrorists. Vows arms for Ukraine, which, like, so this is why I don't really want to give people like Trump credit for anything. A lot of people gave Trump credit. A lot of people liked the way that Trump talked to Zelensky when he was at the White House. What, April or something, March? I forgot when it was. It don't matter, but like, but like, like now, like hearing the reports that he's going to give weapons to Ukraine, and then now, like he's going to post tariffs to Russia. Like, yeah, that sounds like to me that this guy wasn't serious about ending the war in Ukraine, Russia. Like he wasn't serious to end it quickly. That's what I would say. So let me read this, and also too, it's a video too. So, yeah, let me play this.
One of the reasons that you're here today is to hear that we are very unhappy, I am, with Russia. But we'll discuss that maybe a different day. But we're very, very unhappy with them, and we're going to be doing very severe tariffs if we don't have a deal in 50 days. Tariffs at about 100%. You'd call them second.
Oh, Putin shaking in his boots, man. Oh, 100% tariffs. Oh, Lord. Like, oh, Lord, what will we do? Putin's so scared. Oh, God. Like, wow. Like, oh, God, bro. Like, after you chicken out with the first wave of tariffs, like, nobody believes you. That's why I call you Taco Trump, man.
Tariffs, you know what that means. But today we're going to talk about something else. And as you know, we've spent $350 billion approximately on this war with Russia and Ukraine. And would like to see it end. It wasn't my war, it was Biden's war. It's not my war. I'm trying to get you out of it. And we want to see it end. And I'm disappointed in President Putin because I thought we would have had a deal 2 months ago, but it doesn't seem to get there. So based on that, we're going to be doing secondary tariffs if we don't have a deal in 50 days. It's very simple. And they'll be at 100%. And that's the way it is. It can be more simple. It's just the way it is. I hope we don't have to do it.
Oh, God, this guy. Yeah, man, like, nobody believes you, bro. Oh, shit. But let me put it back on the screen. I had about the autoplay video, so. Oh, God, like, yeah, I'm listening to it, whatever, oh, God, like, yeah, 50 days. Oh, God, it says, Donald Trump threatened to impose stiff economic penalties on Russia if it doesn't end hostilities with Ukraine within 50 days as he pledged fresh weapon supplies for Kyiv. I'm doing it in Trump voice. We're going to be doing very severe tariffs if we don't have a deal in 50 days. Tariffs at about 100%. Trump said Monday during a meeting with NATO Secretary Mark Rutte at the White House. Trump said the levies will come in the form of secondary tariffs without providing details. So this man don't even know what the fuck type of tariffs he's gonna impose. Like Trump just say any shit and it sticks. That's what he won't. He just throw anything at the wall, see if it sticks. The president has used the term in the past to describe duties imposed on countries for trading with American adversaries. The threat echoed punishment spelled out in a bipartisan bill in Congress that imposed 500% tariffs on countries that buy Russian oil and gas, such as China and India. The U.S. president's move to put pressure on Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin come after several months of unsuccessfully trying to cajole Moscow into halting its offensive in Ukraine and negotiating a peace deal. See, that too right there, I think the reason why Trump is saying that bullshit is because, like, Trump thought he could flex his little wimpy muscles at Putin. Like, I could tell Putin to end the war, And Putin said, basically, fuck you, bro. Like, Putin ain't listening at you, bro. Like, the reason why the West hates Putin because, like, they wanted to control Putin originally. Like, the West had a lot of, the West had an influence of Putin in there, but Putin flipped on them and started, to make Russia, relevant because, Russia was, as people said, a clown show for the longest time. So that's why the West hates Putin. But but let me continue, man. Let me see. Russia has intensified its drone and missile strikes on Ukrainian citizens in recent weeks. The initial response from Russia was dismissive and oil declined for a second day as traders doubted Trump's plan would pose a meaningful obstacle to Moscow's energy exports. A global Brent fell beneath $69 a barrel after losing 1.6% on Monday. Um, Trump said he was disappointed in Putin but not done with him during an interview with BBC. Um, Asked if Trump meant to refer to the move widely known to Secondary Sanctions Committee Secretary Howard Lutnick told reporters that sanctions and tariffs were both tools in his toolbox, and you could do either one. A White House official said Russia could face both measures if it failed to sign a ceasefire deal by early September. Um, so yeah, man, I'm gonna end it right there. I ain't gotta continue reading this shit. Um, so basically, Trump is upset because Putin didn't listen to him. My thing is, even if Trump poses 100% tariffs on Russia, um, I mean, Russia's not going to pay for that tariffs. So like, oh God, man, it's like this is what happens when you smell your own shit. You think it smells like roses. Like, this is why people call him Taco Trump, because he know those tariffs has consequences on the economy. Like, this is nothing, man. This is a nothing burger to me. Like, Trump don't really mean this shit. He's just talking shit. Trump, he gotta look some sort of anti-war towards his base, even though like this is the same guy that almost pushed us into World War III with Iran. But you better be glad Iran has restraint. Like, because of that, like Iran could have really ended Israel at that moment with ballistic missiles. Like, they already, fucked up Tel Aviv. Like they all, they lit, like Tel Aviv look like Gaza a little bit. Like, damn. But anyway, man, like, yeah, Trump, man, deeply unserious character, man. That's why I don't really spend my time on this guy. Trump is like one of those people where, like, he does so much stupid shit in a day. It's like you roll your eyes. That's basically how it is. So, all right, guys, on to the next. All right, guys. So, question. I got a couple of TikTok videos to show y'all. I might go ahead and talk about this first. Um, because obviously I think the TikTok videos provide better clarity than these corporate local media articles. So yeah, man, that's crazy. Like, this ended like almost a week ago, and I didn't even know about it till now. Like, I'm so sad. Like, I bet people like, damn, like, you late. Like, the strike been over. Like, man, it's just so much going on. Like, but I'm here now, so yeah. So this is from, I guess, what local affiliate this is? 6 ABC, I guess, a local affiliate in Philadelphia. It says deal reached to end DC33 strike in Philadelphia. Trash collection resumed on Monday. So yeah, man, the strike ended, and from like a union perspective, like, it's very disappointing what they got out of the deal. But I'm gonna let this random anchor talk about it. So here we go.
The 8-day strike by DC33 union workers is now over. This coming after the union reached a tentative deal with the city. Now the question is, when will things begin to return to normal? A major concern, of course, is trash pickup. Action News reporter Caroline Goggin tonight with the full story.
The strike may be over, but the trash is still piled up along Wyalusing Avenue in West Philadelphia.
Yeah, people have been very, very frustrated.
Malcolm.
People said that there's so much trash, it smells like shit. And of course it's going to smell like shit. Like, the trash sitting out there in that hot summer weather. Like, yeah. I mean, what can you expect? But let me continue.
Dickerson is relieved that District Council 33 and the city reached a tentative deal early this morning.
This is a very significant investment in our employees, while at the same time ensuring that we as a city are living within our means.
According to the city, the deal offers a 3% wage increase every year for the next 3 years, coupled with a 5% increase from.
Yeah, 3% increase for 3 years. Like, come on, man. That reminds me, like, the $15 minimum wage in Florida. Like, it's a slight increase every year or something like that, which is bullshit. Like, come on, man. They can't afford to give these people a 9% increase every year. How about a 9% increase every year? Really, fuck that. How about a 20% increase every year? Like, we need sanitation workers, bro. Like, Shout out to Rome. He said this first on his show, Rome Rebellion. Like, these people make sure they keep our streets and neighborhoods clean. Like, we need sanitation workers. Like, without sanitation workers, it'd be whole trash outside our house. Like, come on, man. Like, oh boy. Like, oh boy. This system do not take care of the right people. They only take care of evil, barbaric people, like the police, billionaires. Like, it's unfortunate.
Last year's contract extension. The majority of DC33's members are also slated to receive a 2% increase to their base salaries, with the city committing $115 million to this deal. We spoke with the union's president right after the deal was reached.
Because I'm not happy or satisfied with the outcome. We ultimately did what we thought was in the best interest of all of our membership.
As union membership now gets ready to vote on the
my thing is, if you weren't satisfied with the deal, why you end it so quickly? Like, that don't make any sense. What, somebody threatened you or something? Like you gotta fight, man. Like these union leaders are just so fucking weak, man. They are so weak. It don't make any sense. Like, oh my God, bro. Like, man, you had the momentum on your side. Like, LL Cool J and some other singer didn't even perform at some kind of event there because, shout out to them, like I guess they got good hearts, like they was on the side of the strike, the workers. Like, you had the momentum on your side. Like, this was viral online. Like, everybody was talking about it. And now you only get 3% once a year? Come on, bro. Oh boy. And then what after the 3 years? Then what? It just go down to 1%? Like, yeah, it's a lot of red flags right here, but let me continue. It's almost done.
Tentative deal. The city is trying to return to normal. Some of the Free Library of Philadelphia locations reopened today, including the one on the Parkway.
What was it been like the last week with the strike on and the libraries closed?
It was hard, honestly, and I felt like they missed it a lot, and our bag is full of books.
The Parks and Rec Department says 17 city pools that were closed during the strike will be refilled and reopened by Monday. That's when trash collection is set to resume. For Dickerson, that's not soon enough.
Yeah, just get rid of it. Yeah, just get rid of it so we can get our lives and keep on moving on.
I'm Caroline Goggin for Action News at 10 on.
Like, bro, don't realize, like, bro, like, it's millions of pounds of doing that again. Like, bro, don't realize that it's millions of pounds of trash, bro. Like, it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute, but yeah, damn. Let me read a little bit of this. It says, let me make it bigger because it's small as hell. It says a union representing thousands of city workers in Philadelphia and the city have reached a deal to end a more than week-long strike that halted residential curbside trash pickup and affected other services, officials said Wednesday. More than 9,000 blue-collar employees from District Council 33 of the Federal Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees walked off the job on July 1st, seeking better pay and benefits after negotiations with the city failed. The tentative agreement gives workers a 3% raise. Wow. And they wanted 9%. In each of the next 3 years, far from the union's request for 5% annual pay. 5%, my bad. Half of the members will get additional 2% raise added through an added level on the pay scale. Mayor Sherelle Parker says most members will qualify by the end of the contract. It should be all members. Residential trash collection will resume Monday. According to Parker, who asked for grace as pools, libraries, and recreation centers or services get back to normal. This is a significant investment in our employees while at the same time ensuring that we as a city are living by our means, Parker said in a news conference. So yeah, man, I ain't gonna read all that. I'm gonna get to these TikTok videos because they're more informative. But yeah, man, like, and also too, man, to all the people, the scabs that tried to, that broke a strike. Like, I'm gonna pull up this video. I can't play music because it's copyrighted, but yeah, like what you about to see is apparently, I guess Philadelphia hired some private contractors to come and pick some of the trash up. Like, they obviously you need bigger force. You need like a big team to do that. But yeah, man, it's scabs. I mean, what else is new? But here's the video of the scabs, for example. Sorry, ain't no sound, y'all. I can't, copyright. But yeah, man, you see, yeah, that's a private contractor apparently that they hired temporarily to pick up trash. And, Rome, he said something too, man. Um, it ain't no work of solidarity worth of shit, man. This happens too in hospitals. Like when nurses go on strike, the hospital will call, what they call them, traveling nurses or something like that. Like people don't understand. It's like once once we all have us working class people have worker solidarity, it not only benefits the people that fighting for a better life, it also benefit us too. Yeah, that's the video, man. Sorry, I couldn't play the sound, but it'll be better for all of us, man, if we all have worker solidarity. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why. Oh, I think this capitalist system has done a great job of also infusing individualism too as well. Let's just keep it 100. Um, yeah, man, it just yeah, man, it's too much. But I got this next video. Now I can play this. This has no music, but um, she explains the contract more in depth to him. So.
You're waking up to the news that the strike is over, which is great until you hear about the deal. So let's dive into it. DC33 will be getting a 14% wage increase over the next 4 years, which also sounds great until you also realize that the living costs in Philly are supposed to rise 12% over the next 4 years. So that is going to be equivalent to these essential employees making a 2% increase over the next 4 years. That 2% is not going to be keeping.
And also I thought about it too. That's why she's trying to adjust for inflation. Like, count for inflation, that little measly 3% increase, you ain't gonna feel it, bro. I just thought about that too.
People afloat, not keeping up with the rent costs, not keeping up with grocery costs, not keeping up with childcare costs. It is not going to be enough to help them. And I want you to keep in mind that while DC33 represents more than just sanitation workers, our sanitation workers are some of the lowest paid in the country, and yet our mayor is one of the highest paid mayors in the country. She makes more than the mayor of New York City. So while yes, a deal has been made, it is.
Wonder how so. That's crazy. Like, the mayor don't have power like that, but she makes the most in the city. Like, yeah, like, oh man.
It's a deal disguised as progress because it is not progress. Our essential employees that are so vital to the city are still being treated like they're disposable and as if this is the best that we can do. And I think that they deserve better, and I'm sure that a lot of you agree that they deserve better too.
So yeah, man. That's true. Like, again, like I said earlier, like our sanitation workers need to be paid, man. Like, they need to be paid as much as doctors get paid, because again, like they said, they keep our neighborhoods clean. Like, somebody gotta, like, same with like janitorial people. Like, somebody gotta clean the toilets, somebody gotta clean the bathrooms, somebody gotta clean the floors. Gotta like, somebody gotta do it. And these people are the most underpaid people, underappreciated too. Like, why some of those, like, the old dude on the video complaining about, oh, you need to pick up the trash quicker, man. You need to be quicker than that. But see, that what people, us as human beings do. Like, we take sanitation workers for granted. We take janitorial workers for granted. We take people that work in the fields picking the food for granted. Immigrants, most of them. Like, we take all these people for granted, and then once they're gone, then once the bathrooms are disgusting, once the floors are disgusting, once the garbage all over the neighborhood, stacking up the place, then we crying, bitching, and moaning. Like, people, like, people, we need to appreciate our people that keep things clean, that keep our, like, people that keep our schools clean, people that keep the airports clean, Fuck, grocery stores clean. Like these people need to be taken care of, and they're not being taken care of. Like there's no way in hell the mayor of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, makes more money than the mayor of New York City. Like that just don't make any. That's just a red flag. And then they're the least paid people. So yeah, man, that's all I had to say about that. Like I hate that. I hate they didn't get the 5% they wanted. Like they should have got really 9%. Like if you could afford to pay the mayor all that money, that's her salary, which is more, which is a lot. Then you can afford to pay these sanitation workers, get these sanitation workers a 9% increase. And the craziest thing about these strikes, they like these people ask for the most bare minimum of this shit. Like all they asking for, hey, bro, I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. Can I at least, have enough to pay my bills so I can, maybe save a little bit or, maybe, take my family out to dinner every now and then at um, Longhorn Steakhouse or some shit. Like, just the bare minimum of shit. Like, or take them to a theme park, or amusement park, or take a little road trip somewhere. Like that's all they ask for. Like that, and I asking they should ask for more. Obviously, you should ask for more. You should strive to get the most possible. But the bare minimum is shit, and they can't. They barely give them the bare minimum. So, all right, y'all. On to the next story. All right, guys. So this will be the last story I'm gonna talk about. This is from PPC Land. As a small content creator myself on YouTube. We moving slow. We growing, but we're not growing really fast. That's to be expected for a channel like mine. All right, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties, man. I don't know what in the hell is wrong with my internet, man. I'm telling you, the internet guys might have to come out here and see what's up with my connections, man. Like, and also too, I could tell. Like, I go outside and I see the way I got my internet wired up. Like, it's just nigger rig. Like, these people get paid good money to do this stuff and they can't wire it right. No wonder why my internet keep glitching out. But anyway, yeah. But this is talks about YouTube monetization, which is kind of concerning. Now this says Google clarifies YouTube monetization policies. But I'm gonna read it, then I'm gonna get my final thoughts just on YouTube as a whole. How, as me as a small content creator, feel. If you are successful on YouTube, you probably, I think everybody been hit by suppression at one time, but it's when you like at a different level on this stuff, when you try to do this for a living, you have different perspectives on it. It's easy for some people to say, "Oh, you're not getting suppressed. You just, it's a lot of people that make the same content as you," or, But I have a different take on that. But let me read this. It says, YouTube provided detailed clarification about YouTube Partner Program policies on July 11th, addressing widespread creative confusion surrounding a minor update that took effect July 15th. The clarification posted by Sarah from Team YouTube emphasized that the platform implemented no new restrictions on content monetization despite creative concerns about policy changes. It says, according to official response, Google updates represents a minor update to your long-standing repetitive content guideline rather than introducing new YouTube Partner Program policies. The company renamed this policy from repetitious content to inauthentic content while maintaining existing enforcement standards that have been in place for years. Now, to me, that thinks about like me doing what I'm doing now. Like, well, this is an article, but like earlier when I was doing reaction videos, like basically it's saying, excuse me, basically it's saying like, yeah, like if you do reactionary content, that's not, it's basically lazy. So, you might not get monetized. So, but I'm gonna continue to read it. Like this is what I get from it, and this is what a lot of other people got from it as well. Um, it says Google address YouTube creator. Let me see. It says several from Team YouTube stated that the update aimed to clarify that this policy includes content for mass-produced and repetitive, which is content viewers often consider spam. The clarification emphasized that mass-produced content has always been ineligible for monetization, as we required content to be visual and authentic for the YouTube partnership program. Now that right there, like my thing is, dictates? I guess they do. I guess they kind of do, but they really not giving us the whole story. Like, what dictates authentic content? Like, you want us just to be standing at a camera for 2 or 3 hours talking, like, um, you know, or they talking about AI. I think a lot of people like they pointing to AI, for example. But the craziest thing about that is that YouTube, with YouTube Shorts, like you can make we upload AI, like use AI to make like clips. So it's kind of confusing, but let me continue. It says the timing of YouTube's response reflects mounting creative anxiety about artificial intelligence policy affecting monetization eligibility. Recent platform changes have included mandatory AI disclosure requirements and enhanced detection system for identify inauthentic material, contributing to creator uncertainty about policy enforcement. Exactly. So my thing is, and then don't YouTube use AI to flag certain things in your videos? So you can use AI, Google can use AI, but my thing on AI, I'm gonna give my thought, but I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to just do the contradiction here. But if we use AI, you consider it spam or you consider it inauthentic, then you're not eligible to get paid. Like, my take on AI is like, yeah, like AI. I mean, it's overboard. Like, I can see some uses for AI, but like, I think AI is here to just to drill in our heads so that when the inevitable comes and they take our jobs because of AI, then I guess it won't be as an uproar. You know what I mean? Like they'll try to make it like cool, like, oh, productivity will go up, all this and that, like, But let me continue. Um, It says Google addressed specific creator concerns about artificial intelligence content creation. According to the clarification, we welcome creators using AI tools to enhance their storytelling in channels that use their AI and their content remain eligible to monetize. But you just said that you changing your AI policy. Now you're saying that you can use AI tools. I'm about to say, because my thing is that, like, like you can use an AI. Now you have an AI creation tool to like take a clip like this, and like, you could turn this into like a minute clip or some shit. Like, okay, um, let me see. The company emphasized that AI usage alone does not violate monetization guidelines, provided creators follow discourse requirements for realistic synthetic content. It says the clarification distinguished between different content categories that previously caused creative confusion. Google confirmed that reuse content policies remain unchanged, that there are no changes to our reuse content policies, which guide commentary, clips, compilations, and reactive content. These content types can continue monetizing with creators add significant original commentary, modifications, or educational or entertainment value. So basically, like this, like, as long as I'm stopping the video, as long as I'm not playing the whole video, like I did with the Chris Cuomo Stephen A. clip. I didn't play the whole thing. It was 18 minutes long. I the first 5 minutes of it, they were talking about, they was talking about shit, I forgot, something else. Then I didn't really play the whole thing. I didn't play the end of it. So like I paused the video, I come in on it, then I let it play. I pause it. Like, that what you should do. And you really, in all actuality, you should play the whole people's videos anyway. Like I think that's I think that's not a benefit to them, to the creator that makes the content. So, I'm okay with that. But it says technical implication details reveal how Google systems evaluate content authenticity. According to the response, YouTube monetization policies apply regardless of how content was made, focus on viewer value rather than creation methods. The platform examines content patterns, including main theme, most viewed videos, newer videos, biggest proportion watch time when determining policy compliance. So yeah, basically what they're saying is like, oh no, you can still like make reactionary content, but maybe if you use a little bit too much AI in your videos, maybe you might not get monetized, which I don't use AI at all, but yeah, like maybe it's a good thing that YouTube clarified because I was nervous myself, like. If I get monetized and I do commentary, Left Indie Mike, he does reactionary content. Ty Peasant Liz, she don't do reactionary content. She just talks about, she just talks about things that happen, in her life or whatnot. Like her content is more original. Ours is more commentary. So, but yeah, man. So I'm glad that Google came out with that because, yeah, man, like people make money off YouTube, like, and you should get paid for doing this. I'm so sick of the people that, don't have no platform, don't have no audience, love to tell other people that make YouTube like, oh, get a real job, which in actuality, this is a fucking job, bro. Like sitting behind a microphone, talking for over an hour, like, you know how hard that shit is, bro? Like people don't understand how hard this shit is. Like people just think, oh, we're lazy, we're not, like a lot of people still stuck in the old, like, work, you know, work. Yeah, I can't think of the word, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you got a real job is, pounding the pavement, actually, physical manual labor, which it's not. Like a lot of jobs are like this. So yeah, man. So yeah, y'all, that's the show. I hope y'all guys enjoyed it, man. Yeah, I'm in a better headspace today than I was the other day. I'm gonna try to do more of these because YouTube, it's like you gotta upload content, like that's the way you grow, and um, so yeah, man. Before I go, some more shameless plugs. Like the video, if you just like got in here, rewind it back from the beginning and watch it from the beginning, man. If you want to, skip to like the 3-minute mark because the intro is on there, and I know y'all. Yeah, I like the intro, but I know I don't want y'all to play that. I just do that for people to come into the stream. But like the video is free, don't cost you nothing. And subscribe if you're on YouTube and Rumble. On the bottom, on the ticker, been on there for the last hour. Follow us on Twitter at ATP Network 247, and also shop our new merch store, man. Like we just opened it up last week. We got a lot of merch from Ty Peasant merch to ATP merch to we're going to have quotes too, we're going to have a lot of stuff. We got hats, stickers, hoodies, like shirts, like we got everything, man. So go there. I'm going to try to have a special offer or something, like you can get free shipping, to entice more people to buy stuff. I know people ain't got much money, man. Like, people got to pay the rent, the rent due. So, that's why I try, to make things easy on people, So that, and also to go to GazaFunds.com, help out the Palestinians any way you can. Like I always tell people, I don't force people to donate. Just sharing it makes a big difference. Like I know a lot of you on Twitter that watch this. I know a lot of y'all got big Twitter accounts. Like y'all can share this shit. Come on now, ain't no fucking excuse. So yeah, y'all, that wraps it up. The Good Faith Show with me, Andre. I'm trying to get this internet situated because it keeps dropping the stream and it keeps glitching. So, all right, y'all. But anyway, I might just play this. Might play the Death to the IDF song. Why not? Hell, then I'm gonna close it out with the outro. So, all right, y'all. This is Andre Morton signing out. Have a good one, and also too, fuck Benjamin and Yahoo.
Death to the IDF. 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 IDF.